it downfield. It is. Oh, it's caught. John Moran in the clutch. Oh, my word. Oh, my God. Deep to right field. Way up there. And way down the sideline. Jefferson. Another huge run. Jalen Red broke tackle. Stayed on his feet.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Blake's Take. And as crunch time approaches and the regular season begins to come to a close, stars who have been injured are making last-minute returns to try and make something happen in the last couple of games of the season. We will start with the king himself, LeBron James, returning after a slight retweak of his ankle, putting him out for 2 games and trying to keep the Lakers' hopes of not being in the play-in alive. LeBron didn't miss a beat in his return as he got right back to it, making the first field goal of the game and then building the team chemistry all around alley-oops to Davis and one from Schroeder to himself, really building up their energy in the game. Davis ended up leading the way in the first, scoring 17 points, which is the most he has scored in any quarter this season. They kept it going in the second, holding it down to take an 8-point lead at the break. KCP came up big in the third with some 3-point shots that contributed to his 10-point third quarter and extended the Lakers' lead to 18 by the end of the stretch. The Lakers would then go broke through a 4-minute stretch in the fourth, allowing the Pacers to push forth on an 11-0 run that cut the deficit to just 3. Yikes. But LeBron doesn't let people off that easy, as he had a big 3 to break the cold streak and then followed up with a beautiful fadeaway floater to cap off his 24-point, 7-rebound, and 8-assist return alongside Anthony Davis, who contributed 28 of his own to get the Lakers the 122-115 victory for the 4th straight victory that they desperately need to stay in contention with the Blazers, who just need to beat the Nuggets to avoid the play-in. Now onto the challenger of the King's throne, if he makes it there to defend it past our Portland Trailblazers, of course, in the Brooklyn Nets. Yes, the Big Three. The Big Three coming into this has only played 7 games together, finally is back together. Oh my goodness, all the injuries, and that is such a good sign. As of right now, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Durant are all healthy. It is an amazing sign right now before the playoffs. It's to see these big 3 together and trying to work to get healthy. And right before the playoffs, I mean, obviously the chemistry isn't quite there yet, but it's a great sign. Kyrie was carrying the way in the first half with 20 points, hitting jumpers outside off the pass, and then creating mid-rangers for himself and to the basket drives, all around a showstopper with his handles, and to put the Nets up 10 at the break. Huge performance from him in the first half. Then in the second half, the rest of the Big Three wouldn't do much as Kyrie just scored 2 points in the second half. Harden only had 5 points in the entire game, and KD shot an ugly 4 of 17 for just 22 points. For just 12 points, I mean. Nevertheless, they contributed in other ways, getting the more experienced bench this season a chance to shine, and that is just what they did, getting it out and with their 13 assists as a trio, while also grabbing 16 boards. This set up Jeff Green for several 3-pointers that contributed to his 19 points, as well as Bruce Brown's down low snagging of 12 boards and getting some buckets himself of 16 points, which was a big part in keeping the Nets in this game and paving the way for a 105-91 victory. The chemistry will get there for sure. The Nets, they are incredible. They have incredible superstars in that Big Three. World-class talent. It's just a matter of time and game reps and knowledge of one another at this point going forward. And if when they figure that out, they're unstoppable. They're too good. They're just too good. I just wish we could have seen this unfold in the regular season instead of just seeing how it goes down in a very important postseason. But nothing we can do now. We can only hope that all 3 of these superstars can remain fully healthy through the entire postseason. And if they do that, they'll be in a very good spot to win a championship. And same with LeBron. If him and AD can be fully healthy, they're a scary team in the West. No matter how good the Utah Jazz are and the Phoenix Suns and even our home Portland Trailblazers. this team is the reigning champion of the NBA. With AD and LeBron fully healthy, they can make some damage happen, especially with Dennis Schroeder now filling the role of Ronda from last year. Caruso's still there. He's balling out. And then AD and LeBron, of course, when they're fully healthy, they're two of the top 5 players on the planet. So when they're fully healthy, anything can happen, and don't count them out for a championship just yet. So thank you for tuning in to another episode of Blake's Take. Hope you enjoyed the returns. A little bit of LeBron was not beat. A little bit of sloppiness from the big 3, but they'll get there, and hopefully we'll see some excitement soon. And you can catch all the excitement and more this postseason on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and or YouTube. Hope you all enjoyed, and I will catch you all in the next one.